and gentlemen, this next bout is scheduled for 6 rounds of featherweight action. Calling first to the ring from the blue corner, Reza Dostielmi.
Unfolds.
Welcoming to the ring from the red corner, Kritiphak Highland Gym.
Yeah. Dumbbells clang, shadow box in the mirror. Dreams of the belt, vision getting clearer. Sweat hits the mad grind, never ends. Highland hustlers destined to transcend. Punching at the bag, gloves stained with fight. Round after round, battle shining bright. Footwork fierce, got the moves to evade. Knuckles full of fury, every day.
Introducing to you first, finding out the blue corner, wearing black trunks with blue trim. Official weight, 57.46 kilograms, with a professional boxing record of 1 victory and 1 defeat. Representing Iran, Reza Dostielmi. And his opponent, wearing black trunks with gold trim. And his official weight is 56.87 kilograms, with a professional boxing record of 8 victories and 5 defeats. Hailing out of and proudly representing Thailand, Kritiphak Highland Gym. And your referee in charge of the action, Ajahn Warawut Deun Khao, and the 3 judges scoring ringside, Mr. Chris Sanyadet, Mr. Tanin Pumpiu, and Mr. Carlos Costa.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we continue the action in the featherweight division. And this is a battle between Kritiphak Highland Gym and Reza Dostielmi. Now, there's a lot of drama going into this one. This is a rematch between these two.
Absolutely a rematch for these two. Both of these fighters thought they won it in that previous one. It was a very, very close one, but we're going to see now. Let's settle the debate of who was the winner. But here we are, folks. Round number 1 underway, scheduled for 6 3-minute rounds. Thailand takes on Iran.
Reza, high guard, trying to get his way in, and he does. Left hook to the body and then into the head from Reza.
Great left hook to the body there, just dipping and diving, that peekaboo style, the Mike Tyson classic. Goes upstairs with an uppercut to the left hook, but he eats a jab in the process.
Kritiphak firing back with his own overhand right and left hook to the body.
Left hook and a miss there, but Kritiphak with these wild shots coming in. And you know, Reza coming in with that peekaboo style, protecting his chin, trying to find the openings. Big uppercut gets through.
Good hooks there from Kritiphak. Trying to get one back up on Reza. Reza, like you said, Jimmy, adopting that Mike Tyson style of peekaboo, just trying to slip and dip his way in. But it has been so effective. There it is again, landing the uppercut and the left hook.
It's very interesting to see a peekaboo style in the featherweight division. It tends to be a heavyweight, adopted by Floyd Patterson, and then of course passed down to Mike Tyson. That's what we're seeing right now, a featherweight peekaboo. We almost never see this. Very entertaining for everyone watching.
Again, high guard here from Reza. Happy to have a fight in the phone booth early on in the first round. Absorbing those body punches so that he can land his own left uppercut and right hand down the middle. We haven't seen a lot of uppercuts so far in all our matchups tonight. We've seen a lot coming from Reza in the blue corner.
And this is the problem with allowing your opponent to take body shots this early on. It's very normal for fighters, especially early in the career, to give up the body shots and just think you're going to be fine. You cannot do that. Do not give up any free shots. Attack and counter every chance you get. Nice jabs being landed by Kritiphak Highland Gym.
Kritiphak, big left hook on the outside. Reza shrugging it off. He's slipping in, dipping, landing his own right hook of his own. Two-punch combination for Reza. Barrage of punches coming back from Kritiphak. Bit of a taunt there for Kritiphak, sticking his tongue out at Reza.
This is what we like to see. We like to see drama. I've said it many times. Boxing is theatre. You want to impress the audience and the judges and the referee, and that's what we're seeing right now. Great stuff. And we've got such a contrast in styles. We've got the man with the slick jab in the right hand against the man coming at him with a peekaboo style, but he's eating way too many body shots for my liking.
Yeah, real drama here in the first round between these two. A lot at stake here as this is a rematch. Right hand there down the middle from Reza, left hook to the body too. I mean, commentated on Reza before when he's fought in Muay Thai and definitely had heavy hands for Muay Thai. He's showing it here in boxing. Great tactics and great guard here.
And of course, you wouldn't be allowed to do that in Muay Thai. You'll eat a knee in the process, surely.
Yeah, you're absolutely right there, Jimmy. It's not something that you want to do, duck under shots like this, but Reza using it to his favour here in this fight. And that's the end of the first round. We'll go into round two very shortly, but we get the action replays for you coming up next. A great matchup between these two. Don't forget, this is a rematch. Reza using that peekaboo style that Jimmy spotted early on from the legendary Mike Tyson. Able to just catch Kritiphak off guard. Kritiphak happy to let loose with a barrage of punches and attacking with the left hook to the head and to the body. These two did not budge an inch at all in that first round. And Kritiphak having a slight advantage here with a very experienced Muay Thai fighter in his corner, Petsimok, PK Sanchai Muay Thai Gym, giving him some advice in between and cheering on his fellow training partner. Petsimok, a former World Stadium champion, winning a tournament there at one of the stadiums in Bangkok. So it's always good to have somebody that has experience in the corner. But then again, Reza has got Fashad in his corner, who's fought a lot in Thailand, established his own gym, Cyrus Muay Thai Gym in the Samut Prakan province on just the outskirts of Bangkok, produced a lot of good fighters like Hassan Vadanirad and Sarush Akbari. Let's see if Reza can follow in their footsteps. Here we go, round two underway. Great right uppercut and left hook there from Reza.
Some very nice flurries being landed by both of these fighters, just digging down deep. And we can see a shift in styles for Reza right now. You can tell he likes to stand and bang in sparring, but he's got to learn how to deal with a jabbing opponent. And you can see Kritiphak telling him to look down before he fires a shot. Very entertaining so far.
Jab there from Reza. Great flurry to the body, then coming upstairs to the head, pushing back Kritiphak.
Cranking right hand over the top as well, finding his way over the lazy jab. And Kritiphak has got to be careful. He doesn't just get himself into a false sense of security that he's safe inside the pocket of this ring. He's got to be careful because Reza is trying to take his head off with every shot.
See Reza causing a bit of separation with that push early on. Slipping him, dipping down. Kritiphak joins him by lowering his body, lowering his positioning as well.
Nice jab down the middle there by Kritiphak. And this is the thing, to beat a peekaboo style, you've just got to jab and move away, and then look for the rear uppercut. Exactly how Lennox Lewis did it indeed.
Jab there from Reza, abandoning the peekaboo style. Yet again, is that because Kritiphak is mirroring in here, Jimmy? As soon as Reza ducks down low, Kritiphak's joining him.
Peekaboo really doesn't work if you haven't got enough power in your hands to put your opponent away. If you try and use this after about 3 rounds, the peekaboo style is almost obsolete. That's why you rarely saw Mike Tyson going the full distance and winning on points. It's just not a style that works in the lighter weights. However, I like to be proven wrong. I would like to see the peekaboo style be used right now, but Kritiphak's doing a great job to withstand this onslaught from Reza.
Great digging left hook to the body there from Kritiphak. Reza missing with his own left uppercut as he pushes Kritiphak away. Overhand right there from Reza. Reza with the left hook. Kritiphak missing with his own left hook.
And you can see some nice body work being executed here. And again, the body shots early in the fight is what can really win it for you in the later rounds. You take away their gas tank, or as the Thais like to say, you puncture the tire.
High guard here from Kritiphak. Reza as well. Dipping down there from Reza. Kritiphak with the jab. Reza again firing out that jab. Right hand there from Reza. Kritiphak comes charging forward. Left hook there from Kritiphak.
And he's having a good time in there as well. He's enjoying the moment, but to me, he's winning the fight with these shots. He's landing maybe 10 shots to Reza's 5 right now, and I like to see that he's just enjoying himself inside the ring, but a nice jab with a left hook there by the Thai fighter, Kritiphak.
Whoa, Reza mixing things up here. Jab to the head, right hook to the body, left hook to the upstairs. Something that you would not expect to see in Western boxing. At least I haven't seen it been thrown out. A very unique combo from the Iranian here, Jimmy, really mixing things up.
And if you haven't seen it, neither has Kritiphak, and that's exactly why it works. Great round for both of these fighters, and I did like that Reza mixed things up here. He didn't just try and get too stubborn with that peekaboo style. Here we see the action replays. Both fighters in the corner of the ring just absolutely flailing at one another, just trying to hammer each other into the canvas. There we see the nice body shots being landed, the nice head shots as well. It's just been an absolute poetic, aggressive fight so far. Both fighters just are willing to stand with each other in the pocket and really lay it all on the line. But a great round for both of these fighters. I like that Reza kind of gave up that peekaboo style. It's very exciting, but it's not going to win in a featherweight. Kritiphak putting on a show for the audience here. Everyone watching online, everyone in the stadium live, they're enjoying this style of boxing, the jab with the left hook, the taunting of the opponents.
Here we go, heading into round 3. Chess match between these two.
An absolute great round so far, and we're going to see the next one coming up. Featherweight action. 3rd round, halfway through this fight already. And we can see it starting the exact same way, getting nice and low, getting away from these shots. But when you get down low, you've got to send up the counter shot upstairs as well, does Reza.
Swing and a miss there from Reza. Jab there from Reza as well. Just trying to get low, trying to find that peekaboo start again, maybe. Again, slipping and dipping here, pouring out the jab. Kritiphak not falling for it.
Peekaboo is very exciting to watch, but it's just ineffective a lot of the time unless you've got such dynamite in your hands. Kritiphak just needs to stick to his game plan, fight his own fight, but Reza lands a nice combination inside the pocket there. Now he's marching forward. Highland Gym asking for more uppercuts from Kritiphak.
Really liking the left hooks to the body here from Reza, but also the left hooks to the head from Kritiphak. It's a stalemate for me with these two with their own power punches. Who's going to come out on top?
And that's exactly what it is. It's just who's going to come out on top, who's going to edge the opponent. It's quite close right now. Both fighters with the same output, but a different style. A nice redirection there for Reza.
Jab there, double jab from Reza. Kritiphak coming diving in, tying up Reza, landing the uppercut inside the clinch. Reza gives his own back.
I would say this is the closest round we've seen so far. Both fighters landing a very similar amount of punches. Both fighters kind of boxing in a very similar fashion right now. Kritiphak, of course, just on that back foot.
Both these two giving the judges a lot to think about. Double jab there from Reza. Really working off the jab a lot more. And slipping and dipping here to counter instead of wade his way into the pocket.
I think Reza's having a great round right now. He's starting to get these shots through. His accuracy, his timing is working well for him.
Kritiphak with a high guard. Reza pushing him off. We saw that in the earlier rounds. Reza pushing off, creating some space, landing his own power punch.
And there we see Kritiphak once again going onto that back foot. Reza looks a little bit more fresh. He looks like he's got more energy. If Kritiphak can keep up this tempo, it will be the best chance for him to win this fight and this round. But if Reza can keep up this tempo, I think Reza will take it.
Double jab there from Reza. Right hand from Reza again. Kritiphak happy to dance his way off on the outside. Overhand right and left hook there. Looked like an uppercut, sorry, from Kritiphak.
Reza just still marching forward, still just pushing the gap, still just trying to cut off the ring here. And Kritiphak, to me, doesn't have much of an answer right now. He doesn't know how to keep this fighter away from him.
You can see Reza's teammate Hassan Badanarad shadowboxing in the stands, just saying you need to start throwing some uppercuts here, Reza. And there's the 10-second clapper for the 10-second mark in this round.
I mean, that uppercut is the shot that everyone thinks you need to throw until you're inside the ring, up close and personal with another fighter. It's such a hard punch to land. But of course, another great round for both of these fighters, putting on a great display.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Jim. A great display from both these two. A close round between them as well. Reza here with the power punches on the front foot, giving Kritiphak a lot to think about. Kritiphak happy to use his left hook to step off and pivot away from Reza's onslaught as he pushed him onto the ropes. Reza trying to get stuck in right there. It's a great fight between these two.
Yeah, absolutely enjoying it. And again, the reason I'm enjoying it so much is because these fighters right now are just changing the way that they fight. They're not trying to just kind of fight off one another. They're just sticking to their own game plan, their own style of boxing. Styles make fights, styles make boxing interesting, and that's what we're seeing in this rematch fight. And everyone watching around the world, thank you for joining us so far at World Siam Stadium.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for tuning in around the world, and thanks for being in attendance here in the stadium. Highland Boxing definitely putting on the best Western boxing fights here in Thailand, in the metropolis of Bangkok City, Thailand. Here we go. Fourth round starting off right here. Reza picking off where he left off with the jab. Kritiphak happy to wait for him on the back foot with his counter punches. Interestingly,
Kritiphak is now slipping and dipping, almost copying the style of Reza. So we're almost seeing a mirror match in the process happening. Some nice overhand rights getting through. Both fighters trying to take each other's head off.
Jab there, uppercut from Reza on the front foot. Dipping down. There's that peekaboo style we saw in the earlier rounds. A few uppercuts there from Reza, slipping and dipping down, trying to land that left hook.
Pushing the pace here ever so slightly. Reza starting to close the gap, but this is where Reza needs to start incorporating a jab within his fight game as well. You'll win the fight with the jab, and the other shots will kind of follow with it. So he needs to get that jab pumping out. But Kritiphak doing a good job to stay evasive, and great defensive movement, Ali.
Yeah, beautiful footwork there from Kritiphak as he pivots his way back into the center of the ring. But Reza right on him right there.
Swarming him exactly what he needs to do. Kritiphak held up a nice high guard. When someone holds up a high guard, just go down to the body while you can.
Yeah, Reza not letting him off the hook at all, but Kritiphak, high guard here, staying patient on the back foot, getting pushed back, losing his balance momentarily, trying to land that overhand right, but missing the mark.
Great head movement, absolutely beautiful evasion there to get away from the onslaught of Reza. Getting underneath these shots, but he needs to make his man pay. He needs to get underneath these shots, make him miss, make him pay.
Double jab there from Reza. Taking the advice here from the man in the know, Mr. Jimmy Bow. Left hook there from Kritiphak. Reza almost pushing Kritiphak outside the ring, and Kritiphak losing his cool. Referee needs to take control of this fight right here.
I'm not sure why they're trying to fight each other whilst they're having a fight. Just get back into boxing, beat him at boxing.
Yeah, temper's really rising here, lots of drama. Good left hook to the body and left hook to the head from Reza. That put Kritiphak off balance momentarily.
But this is what we want to see. We like to see rematches, we like to see drama, and this is what we're witnessing right now. Both fighters really going for it.
Jab to the body there from Kritiphak. Reza stalking him, overhand right from Reza. Not giving him an inch at all to work with. Reza taking a quick look at the clock.
A very smart move as well. Even if you're not tired, being aware of the time you've got left is very important to win rounds. It's definitely a math maneuver. Sugar Ray Leonard, an absolute genius of winning rounds, knowing the timing inside the round.
Yeah, Reza all over Kritiphak like a homeless man on a Christmas ham. Left uppercut there from Kritiphak. Overhand right from Kritiphak. Reza firing his own left hook on the inside. Right hand to the body from Reza. Right hand upstairs by Reza, and good flurry from the Iranian fighter at the end of that round. What a round that was. Lots of drama in that one.
Great sportsmanship at the end there. They kind of just accept it was a heat of the moment thing. But here we see the action replays. And there was that elbow push by Reza, which may have started to tear things up a little bit. And there it is again. You can see it very, very clearly. There was an elbow thrown by Reza in that moment. And of course, when both fighters get upset, they want to get even. There's that overhand right coming in. But of course, the interesting thing is you're having a fight in the ring. You're about to meet each other. You do not need to lose it by doing something illegal inside that ring. But a great round, Ali. A great fight so far. Exactly what we want to see. Rematch, drama, and both fighters leaving it on the line to try and take each other out.
I mean, said it before, old habits die hard. Reza's had a lot of Muay Thai battles here in Thailand. So when you kind of see the opportunity there to land an elbow, I mean, you can kind of give him the benefit of the doubt, crossing over from a different sport. But Kritiphak was lucky, really, didn't get cut by it too much. I don't think it really phased him. I think he was just a bit frustrated that Reza decided to throw that in a Western boxing fight. Here we go, round 5 coming up.
I mean, Mike Tyson used to throw it all the time, and he was using a peekaboo style, so maybe that's his idol for this fight. But back into the action. Reza's closing the gap once again. Kritiphak on that back foot. We've got a cat and mouse game happening right in front of us.
Barrages and punches to the body from Reza. Kritiphak trying to counter with his left hook. Left hook to the head there from Reza. High guard from Reza as he tries to have a fight in the phone booth yet again with Kritiphak.
And even though both fighters have landed absolute haymakers on each other, neither fighter have made their way to the canvas yet. This fight is in the 5th round. We've still got one more round after this.
Good left hook there from Reza. Yeah, what a fight it has been. It's been such a chess match between these two. They haven't budged an inch at all.
Calculated violence is what we like to call it. A very vicious fight from both of these fighters, but definitely very calculated at the same time. Nice rear uppercut landed by Kritiphak.
Left uppercut there from Kritiphak. He would have slipped. Left hook off the centre line there from Kritiphak, getting back in the centre ring. Ripping it to the body from Kritiphak. Reza walking through it, landing his right hand and his right uppercut.
Kritiphak doing a good job to stay active, but he's very, very tired. Reza looks a little bit more fresh, but nice left hook gets through, but Reza just looks a little bit more energetic in comparison, and that is usually the deciding factor for the judges. Who's got more gas in the tank?
Swinging a miss there from Kritiphak, missing with his left uppercut. Reza again on the front foot, right hand and left uppercut from Kritiphak. Kritiphak happy to land the right uppercut there and get out of dodge as Reza comes stalking him down.
And there we see the nice double job followed up by the right hand once again. Reza just non-stop swarming Kritiphak like a bee to honey, just constantly in front of him, not allowing him to have any edge. And a great right hand for Reza.
Yeah, Reza just not slowing down at all. Keeps on being relentless here in this 5th round. But Kritiphak happy just to sniper him on the outside. Left uppercut there from Kritiphak, overhand right there from Kritiphak.
And these are the most important shots as well. You've got to get your corner, you've got to get the crowd to cheer, and every shot that you land, you're trying to sway the judges in your favor. But to me, Reza's doing a great job to secure this round, but at the same time, Kritiphak now is scoring. He's scoring lots of good shots, and this is the most important part of the fight, Ali.
Oh, this is an absolute firefight. These two not budging an inch at all, almost like rock and sock robots when they lock horns in the pocket.
Yeah, exactly what we want to see. Just two fighters putting everything on the line, making it entertaining for everybody watching around the world right now. Final 10 seconds of this round, and we're going into a 6th.
Right hand there from Kritiphak. Reza landing a 2-punch combination as he backs away. And that is the end of the 5th round. We go into the 6th and final round. What a fight this has been. And we'll take the replays for you right now. See Kritiphak happy to box on the back foot. There's the right hand from Kritiphak and the left uppercut. Reza walking through as much as he can, as much as he could to land his own punches on the inside, slipping and ripping into the body, trying to go upstairs and slipping and dipping himself away from Kritiphak's counters. I mean, what a fight it has been. I mean, Jimmy, just to put you on the spot right now, if you had to pick a winner on your unofficial scorecard, who are you going for and why?
Yeah, it's a very, very hard one to pull apart because I do believe that Kritiphak has landed the cleanest shot in the majority of the rounds. He's had so many rounds where he's looked a lot better and a lot fresher. However, there's been moments where Reza has just landed these very, very powerful shots. He's got underneath the shots. There's been rounds where I think Reza dominated the round, but the majority of the rounds, I think Kritiphak has just edged it slightly. So it's very, very hard to pull apart right now. We've had so many close fights this night, Ali, so this is one of those ones that we love to watch.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. 6th and final round between these two. This is a rematch. Jab there from Reza on the front foot. You've been talking about Reza wanting to establish a jab, Jimmy, and he does so now. Left uppercut and right hand from Reza. Kritiphak baiting him in on the back foot, staying nice and light on his feet so he doesn't get stuck in the mud.
Rematch. Redemption or revenge? We will be finding out in 3 minutes' time if it goes that far. But Reza lands a nice right hand down the middle. Kritiphak returns with one of his own.
Reza again, still pushing the pace. Good flurry to the body and going upstairs with the left hook to the head.
And this is great for Reza. This is a great way to try and end this fight. You want to be as aggressive and as accurate as possible in the 6th and final round. Make it easy for the judges to give it to you.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Jimmy. Right hand there to the body. Reza still staying active with a high volume of punches being targeted to the body and the head of Kritiphak.
And just leaning on him right now. The old Bill Withers special, lean on me. Back into the action they go. 2 minutes to go. Who wants it more? It really is a case of that. I do believe the judges' scorecards must be neck and neck right now. But I think Reza is really just putting it together this round. It looks like he's really edging this round so far. But we saw it in the previous round, Ali. Kritiphak comes alive in the final 45 seconds.
Good uppercuts being fired there from Reza. Yeah, you're absolutely right, Jimmy. Kritiphak playing the patient game of just happy to stay on the back foot and bait in Reza. It seems like it's worked into his favor, but maybe giving away too much and allowing Reza the opportunity to keep himself established in this fight.
Yeah, and early on he was allowing himself to get hit to the body as well by Reza, which again could be the deciding factor. When you allow your opponent to hit you too much for the sake of it, it definitely just works against you. We've got to see Kritiphak do something spectacular here. 1 more minute to go of round number 6 and this fight. And it is just who has put in the extra rounds in the gym, who's got that energy left, and who's going to take it from their opponent. It is really who wants to take it from one another.
Final minute now of this 6th and final round between these two. 2 punches down the middle from Kritiphak, holding a high guard. The punches hitting the arms of Kritiphak from Reza. Reza landing a couple of hooks there on the inside. Giving it all they've got here. Reza taking a quick look at the clock as we approach the 30-second mark in this 6th and final round.
And this round has definitely got to go to Reza. Even though he's not landing hard shots here, he's definitely pushing the pace. He's moving forward. He's trying to take out Kritiphak. Kritiphak has got to be told by his corner right now, it's now or never. You've got to push the pace.
Kritiphak slipping there on the back foot. Reza tying him up inside the clinch. There goes the 10-second clapper.
And who can finish this round stronger? I do think this round is going to Reza. But again, we're seeing it from every angle. Big right hand gets through. That is the end of the round and the end of this fight. Thailand taking on Iran in an absolute fantastic fight. We've still got 2 more fights after this one, but let's see some of the replays from that fight. Here we see the left hook, right hooks just being exchanged by both fighters. Almost like shadow boxing in a mirror. They were just landing the exact same shots on one another. And there was just small edges in that fight. Small edges being pushed, but we're going to go to Peter Denman with the official announcement. Thank you everyone for joining us so far. 2 more fights after this one, and we'll have a main event coming up very soon. An ABF Silver Super Welterweight title is on the line in 2 more fights, but we'll have our co-main event after this.
Ladies and gentlemen, the first judge scores at 57-57, a draw. The second judge scores at 56-58, the red corner. And the third judge scores at 56-58, your winner, by way of majority decision, fighting out of the red corner.